They've dealt with stress of meetings, pressure of deadlines, but nothing has prepared them for the ultimate test of endurance, an obstacle course that pushes the limits of performance both physically and mentally. Welcome to Maruti Suzuki Devil Circuit Swift Challenge co-presented by Lotus Greens. The Devil Circuit Swift Challenge is an obstacle course designed for corporate teams in India. We are at the third regional round in Pune, the land of Peshwas, and the teams here are raring to go.
When I heard about this event, I was very much excited because this is something I had never done in my life. And it was really very challenging, which actually get my attention that I want to do something like this, which is totally different than what I am doing on a routine basis.
I have never done anything like this in my life, right? So it's kind of exciting for me.
When we were told about the Devil Circuit, we were very excited to come here.
Our corporate warriors are putting in the hard work to prepare their bodies for the stern test they're about to face in the Devil Circuit Swift Challenge. But it is equally important that these individual members forge themselves into a team. The gears need to click and the team needs to perform like a well-oiled machine to tackle the many challenges of the obstacle course. Each team will consist of 3 members with a mixed gender composition. The total age of all 3 team members must add up to 100 years or more. The weight total is also crucial. If there are 2 females and 1 male, the total weight should be 190 kgs or more. And if there are 2 male and 1 female member, the total weight should be 210 kgs or more. A number of people have gathered here in Pune to strike the right team balance.
With the criteria of age, with the criteria of weight, we got to make up a team who will go and participate and represent our organization.
It was sort of difficult for us to get a combination, and we were looking out for a female partner in the office. And then Nikita, advocated and said that, I'll be wanting to join you guys in your team.
Prep time is over. All you gotta do is to take a deep breath. Exactly like that. And go for it. 32 teams are in competition in Pune. Only 2 will book a spot in the finale. The winning team there takes away the gorgeous Maruti Swift and they will be crowned the toughest corporate team in the country. Before the race begins, let's hear what the contestants have to say about the course.
The moment I went inside, I was like, okay, great. This is not as long as what I assumed it to be, right? So somewhere the level of confidence that I had in myself, it doubled up.
Yeah, strategy is to participate and win.
This was totally different from what I expected.
Wow, and I was very excited.
When we saw the course and we were there, we were pretty sure that we'll nail it and we'll be on the top, definitely. Not on the top, at least on the top 3.
We were damn positive and we were full enthusiastic about this event.
The course consists of 9 obstacles, 6 physical and 3 mental. The participants must finish the course in a maximum of 6 minutes. For every incomplete or incorrect obstacle, a penalty of 2 minutes will be added per obstacle. In case the participant doesn't cross the finish line in 6 minutes, a 2-minute penalty shall be added for each incomplete or incorrect obstacle. A further 2-minute penalty will be added for not crossing the finishing line. But there's another catch. The teams don't run together. Each participant will run in a separate way with contestants from different teams. It's the cumulative time taken by all 3 team members that shall determine their ranking on the leaderboard. But as they stand at the start line, the contestants begin to feel the weight of the competition.
I was standing at the starting position. I was like, I don't want to let my team down. That was my major concern. That I have to complete this task, no matter how much time I take, but I have to finish this because I don't want to let my team and my company down.
There's nothing else in my mind. I was just focused to go ahead and clear every obstacle that came my way.
So I was a bit excited doing it for the first time.
First up is the punishing barriers. 5 back-to-back walls that require great upper body strength and strong legs for that perfect landing.
The moment Hooter started, I was already pumped up that I would have to run fast and I would have to be on the first end.
But not everyone was thrilled by this obstacle.
When I saw this course, I was not sure at all as to whether I would be able to do those high hurdles.
My first reaction to that wall was, my god, I'm not going to do this. I won't be able to do this. When I reached that 6 feet wall, I was like, this is not going to happen. So I should skip this. There was a small support in that 6 feet wall. So I thought, okay, I can pass this.
Due to my height, it was no big issue for me, and just to pull me up for the bigger walls.
There are 5 or 6 of them, and then they were of varying heights. So you have to strategize, how do I build my momentum for the second one, and then, lower my momentum for the third one, and again, gain my momentum for the fourth one. So I think it was the toughest one.
When I saw this 3-4 hurdles, then first thing went on my mind is we should not cross, we should keep the legs on the hurdle, then we have to jump it. Otherwise, legs may hit on the hurdle and we may fall down.
I tumbled, I think my foot slipped on the second to 6 feet plank.
I missed the first one, the barricades, the tall walls, I couldn't make it. And I didn't want to waste time in that.
Being a female, normally people think that, jumping off the plank for a female is a difficult task. I really want to prove it to everybody that it is not a difficult task for a female. If you have to do it, you can do it.
After passing the punishing barriers, the contestants are coming up to the vertical climb, an inclined wall fitted with climbing holes that takes you 12 feet high. But the way down is a sheer drop. Contestants can choose between a rope or a pole for support.
The moment I reached, I took a U-turn for that slope thing. For a split second, I thought it was not that easy.
The contestants are tempted to go over this one very quickly, but the danger of slipping down is making some of them think.
Ramp also, we cannot just simply run and get into that because we will fill. So we should first take one step and hold it, and take another step, hold the other one.
Immediately I came up on the top. Then I had already decided that I'll be using the pole, not the rope, because the rope would take some time to slide down and there are chances that I may injure my hands.
I was not quite sure how to come down, but then I tried to just do it as fast as possible.
From the audience side, it looked very easy and very exciting, coming down of that pole like a pole dancing thing. But then later on when I sat on that plank, I was like, oh God, it's like approximately 9-10 feet below there.
I made one wrong decision when I was coming down using the pole or the rope. I chose rope without wearing the gloves, and I had some bruises in my hands.
I was super excited to come down the pole, seriously, I don't know why, but from the very moment I saw that pole coming down, I didn't want to bother about the rope. I just wanted to catch the pole and come down.
After crossing the first 2 physical barriers, the contestants have come up to their first mental challenge. Here they have to put together a jigsaw puzzle of a Maruti Suzuki Swift. Sounds simple, right?
So after I came down, I had burning sensation in my both the hands, and I had blood coming out of it, and I had to solve the puzzle at the same time. So without looking at the bruises and even if it's bleeding, I had to solve the puzzle.
I tried to fit the panels here and there. I think I wasted a good 40 seconds in trying to go for the jigsaw successfully. But unfortunately, I knew that it's not happening, and I want to go ahead and finish off the race so that I can go ahead and add some more time, quicker time. Because I'm sure the physical activities will not take me much time than this mental one.
On jigsaw, I wasted around 1.5 minutes. I tried it, I solved it half, but again I left it. So that was not a very good puzzle solved by me.
Car puzzle is what, where I got stuck, and I thought it will be easy, but when I started doing it, it was just taking too much time, so I just skipped it.
I saw the people coming behind me. I was like, chuck it, I'll just, to make it fast, I'll just cross the puzzle like that. I'll complete the track. 2 minutes penalty won't make a difference for me as such, that time.
The puzzle, I got stuck there. I was halfway done, but then I just left it because I got confused.
I'm not a brainiac, so I knew the puzzles and the would be a major issue for me. So I didn't waste time on that, and I just skipped that.
More obstacles coming your way only on Devil Circuit Swift Challenge. After an energetic start, a mental challenge now awaits the contestants. In corporate offices, there are times when you need to jump through hoops to get a job done. That's literally true on the Devil's Circuit Swift Challenge. Contestants here are discovering the value of training and being fit. But wait a minute, have I spoken about it too soon? Some contestants have taken the risk of skipping the jigsaw puzzle and adding 2 minutes to their times. Will this decision come back to haunt them? The contestants are running up to the laser cords, a 30 feet long structure with zigzagging ropes that threaten to trip runners. But our contestants quickly learn to negotiate the ropes.
Laser cord is also very tricky actually. It's very tricky, but the thing is, it's all cords. The thing is, we should be very careful that we should not be locked inside. 2-3 times my legs got locked inside. So I have to do here, there, then and come out of it.
We'll just go through the ropes instead of, just trying to separate them and cross them, because there were chances that you get your legs tangled there, your foot getting tangled, removing them was consuming more of the time.
Instead of standing and crossing, putting my legs one after the other, instead just go down and cross from the bottommost strand, because they're in cross, so there's always a gap below them.
I just need to put down the ropes and walk over it. Just not try to go through the tangle and get myself tangled into it.
After dancing through the ropes, the contestants are sprinting towards the torture trenches. This is a 24 feet iron tunnel that forces contestants to get down on all fours.
Tunnel looks very easy, but it's not that easy because the entire pressure has to come in the chest. We have to crawl without hitting the top also. So after clearing it, entire pressure comes to our chest. 2-3 times you have to take a deep breath. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to solve the puzzle.
At one point of time, I did hit my back on that one of the poles.
At that moment, I thought that it's easy. We can just crawl from there and we'll be out. But the carpet below the tunnel was a bit pokey.
Tunnel was where I actually thought that my body is giving up, because the entire pressure came on my thighs, my arms and my chest. So you had to crawl and come out of when I came out of the tunnel, I was like my body had given up.
Some try to rush through this one, but of course, that only results in pain. We are at the halfway mark and fatigue is taking its toll on the contestants, and that's when they come across an old foe from their school days, mathematics.
I was the first one who told even Pinky and Sanjay that board mass is the most easiest thing. But by the time I reached over there, I was almost like exhausted kind of thing after doing all the physical activities. But still I managed to get that answer, but it slightly took a longer time than expected, because those were very simple problems. But because of all these physical activities, I was like, it took me time.
Suddenly, if you see a math problem in front of you, it was very easy, but still it took me time.
Suddenly, the mind has to work. So we may miss out on mathematical calculations. So we thought that we pause for a minute, or not for a minute, for 5-6 seconds. Take a deep breath and look for it. Change your mind towards mathematical or use your mind. Then approach the mathematical calculation.
I was banking on Nico and Nikita as far as the mental questions were concerned, that they'll be able to solve it for me.
I tried to calculate it. The half calculation was correct. Then I realized that they were all odd numbers there. And the answer also had 4 even numbers and 1 odd number. I tried to use my brain, but I said, if it's all odd number, ultimately the answer is going to be an odd number there.
Even the hardiest competitors are showing signs of exhaustion, but there is no respite. There are still many more obstacles that need to be overcome. Rather, should I say, खुद ही को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तदबीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे बता कितने मिनट में सर्किट पूरा करेगा यार. The clock is ticking, tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. But right now, contestants have bigger things to worry about. They have to climb a 15 feet high rope ladder, ring a bell and then come down.
The first thing that caught my eye was the climbing the rope.
When I reached ladder, there I realized that I don't have strength in my hands. How will I climb up?
I thought we can climb easily, but when I climbed up, it looks like, oh my god, I am a bit tired. So we have to go slowly. If you miss striking the bell, again 2 minutes penalty will come.
I thought I'll reach there, but my hand was not reaching to the bell. There I think I took more 5 seconds to step to one more step out there and ring the bell.
It was slightly easier for me to climb the ladder and then come down, but then my arms had given up because of the tunnel before.
I came down slowly just to take rest. Okay, otherwise if I jump and run, no, I feel tired. So slowly climb down.
I climbed the ladder quickly. I rang the bell. I got down. Immediately I took a U-turn. I was at the tub.
After facing the heat of the competition, a pool filled with ice cubes seemed like a welcome obstacle. But that's assuming you're not scared of water or ice cubes.
Well, I have a phobia of water, and to add to it cold water, I was dead.
I think I was pretty much waiting for hitting the cold tub, and I enjoyed that bit more. I think I was expecting if the tub was a bit more longer, I would have enjoyed the swim through it.
My strategy was very simple, that I wanted to jump as much as 75% of the pit, so I don't have to feel that freezing sensation and I will be out by that time. And it worked out really well for me.
But the only challenge that I faced was with the ice. The body was warm, we were in the rigor. I had no clue what would happen. We dip into the ice, we all zonked.
So I was standing there, and the moment I stepped in, I was like, I just got little goosebumps, and then the difficult part was to come out of that.
When I tried to come out of it, I realized that my shoes were so heavy that I was not able to pull my leg out. The second time, then it was again a strong determination that yes, the second time it has to happen. I can't take a third chance there at all. The second time I just put my leg out. There was a rod which was put. I took a support of that rod, sat over it, and then just came out of it.
I was not able to put my legs up. And then, but I tried, I pushed myself again, and I was done with this.
I jumped inside the water, then came out of it. Then came the lock.
Just one more obstacle to go before the finish line, and this turns out to be a mental challenge. Here contestants have to open a lock with a key.
One strategy which I had in mind during the lock and key was not to go ahead and use multiple keys. The strategy was to keep only one key with multiple locks being open, so that key fits at least one lock and be open.
I thought we have to open all the locks. That is also, I wasted again 10-15 seconds. So first lock I opened in 5 seconds. The second lock I was opening, I opened the second lock also, I opened, it took 10 seconds. And third lock I was opening, person sitting there came and told me, organizer sitting there came and told me that no, only one lock is enough.
Shaking and shivering, I would say. It was pure luck part because I applied 5 keys and I was able to open the lock on the 5th key only.
I had already made a strategy in my head that I'll pick only one lock and change the keys. So that worked pretty well because by the time I reached the 3rd key, it opened up pretty fast.
The lock was the easy part of it because I was lucky also enough that the 3rd key clicked.
I wasn't able to open even one. The person there, the organizer, he said that, okay, chuck it and go.
And finally, we are at the finish line. The 200-meter course looks pretty long right now. For many contestants, finishing the race was a reward in itself.
As soon as I reached the finishing line, I was like, okay, I have done it. And I was just cheering myself and I was just pumping myself. Finally, I have done it. And I can prove people that, females are no lesser than the guys at all.
Going the game with confidence is different from going the game without confidence.
And as a group, we cohesively worked and achieved what we were looking for.
The $1 million question is, what did all the effort amount to? Here is the leaderboard. Team PwC is leading with 17 minutes and 9 seconds, followed by Concentrics at 17 minutes 52 seconds. And then we have Team Sybage at 22 minutes 32 seconds. And finally, Team Markets and Markets at 41 minutes 49 seconds. There are warriors who have seen battles, some have shined, others have fallen short. But it is a battle that's only half over. There is still an opportunity to make up the lost ground. Stay tuned to find out which teams in Pune will win this one in the next episode of Devil Circuit Swift Challenge.